tapping in.
Are we live?
Yo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The people's favorite part of the show. Shout out to everybody that's supporting the Wreck and Review. We got our, the numbers keep. This is what they want. This is what they want.
And this is what I want to, because Chicago is most definitely in the building for the Saba review. You know what I'm saying?
This Chicago.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, no. Don't trip. We for sure got that one.
This Chicago, nigga.
We out here.
Thank you. Thank you. I see what you did there. We're back with the drops. Smiles with the drops. Drop a few more. Drop a few more, please.
No, it's only right. It's only right. Yo, Saba's this is when I think of hometown artists, man, I typically think of two categories. I think of the drill guys. I think of the Dirks. I think of the Rugas, the G Herbos. I think of the Luckies, the guys kind of on that side, and then I think of the Mick Jenkins. I think of the Chance the Rappers. I think of the Joey Perps, and I think of my guy right here, man, Saba.
Mm-hmm.
Saba. A few good things. The official all the way live review, man. What you think?
I think everybody that's watching this review should also go to our YouTube and check out some of the past reviews that we have done. Let us know what you think. Get into the conversations over there. We definitely are responding. We'd love to get to a point where we're engaging people to do these reviews with us, man. We do this to open up a conversation. Chicago is in the building. Saba is in the building. This is the third effort that we're getting from Saba since 2016. What's cool about I know, right? I'm getting this is the third offering.
Yeah, you're a pundit for sure.
I'm definitely a pundit. A hip-hop pundit? I am a hip-hop pundit. 100%. 100%. What's cool about Saba is that with a lot of hip-hop is very young, right? And we're young, to be fair. But some hip-hop you've caught at the same artist at the same level that you're at, maybe in age or just in thinking, and you kind of elevate with that level. I actually caught myself listening back to Friday Night Lights by Cole, right? And hearing like, man, how much that applies to me right now. But where Cole is now, maybe not necessarily in terms of accomplishments, that relatability is slightly more different, right? But with artists like Saba, with artists like Mick Jenkins, with artists like Smino, with artists like Boogie, getting back on Saba, the age and the relatability and the life experiences are very close to me, and I relate very heavily.
Yeah, man, I'm glad that you brought that aspect of relatability to it, because I think that's where this album is really strong. In a week where the hip hop floodgates kind of opened, right, and there was a lot to listen to, I was I don't know if I was in the mood for something as croonful, something as chill and laid back as this album was, right? It was definitely a shift of mind state from the other stuff I was listening to. And Saba does a really, really good job of, yeah, man, just like creating an experience for the listener that's rewarding, even if it's not what you expected. So, like, for instance, getting to hear a Bone Thugs hook, right, on a 2022 album, that was dope to me, right? Hearing an entire interlude that was actually dedicated to that Chicago sample that we just played, that was dope to me, right? And no matter what you're kind of going into, thinking an album is gonna be, those are the type of things that you really just can't anticipate, right? That Black Thought verse at the end, right? So I really just appreciated how the creativity that went into this, but at the same time, I felt conflicted about it. I wanted I was trying to go along with the chill vibe, but I wanted some more slaps, right? And when he started rapping and he was trying to slap, it wasn't those really weren't my favorite tracks. So I'm still working out how I feel about the album in that way.
And that's fair. That's fair to say. And it's fair to say because we really enjoyed his last two albums, right? Bucket List, arguably, people are saying is his best project. I wouldn't I wouldn't disagree with that. Care for Me, I thought was a spectacular piece of work.
Yep.
It really was. So we're talking about somebody that cannot make bad music, and I think that's evident in this. That's evident in this album too, where you'd be hard pressed to call this bad music. It's not bad music, but
you're right.
What I appreciate most about it is the growth element, and the growth factor. The fact that I'm hearing Saba try to address more mature topics. He's trying to address, he's trying to really describe the changes that he's going through as a breadwinner, adult in his family, as somebody that's new to money and new to larger responsibilities after working so hard to be able to get it, and what his relationship with doing that like. One of the lines when he's talking about I pay for my sister's tuition. I should probably go to the meetings. You know, I thought that was that's a super dope line, and that's a dope feature with Herbo. It wouldn't, if we're comparing, because that's what we do in hip hop. I enjoy Care for Me better, but I am not even a slight less excited to be able to see the next thing that Saba puts up.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you introduced comparison into it, because we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there for sure. But yeah, perfect. You would be very hard pressed to say that even one song on here is bad, right? He's crafting this music very intentionally. And it's creative, but there's so much going on that I almost felt like I didn't get a sense of his voice shining through this. You know what I mean? I when I think back to the things I remember, it's features, it's heavily layered vocals, but it's not Saba rapping, right? And every time I was like, man, I wish I had some more bars on this album. He would rap a little bit. You know, One Way is dope, right? If I Had a Dollar is dope. 2012 is decent. An interlude called Circus is probably my favorite. I think this man might distance himself from Speed. He may need to distance himself from Smino a little bit. It's all sounding a little Smino-esque.
Oh, is that what you're picking up? You're picking up the Smino.
Maybe I'm picking up the Smino. But overall, really good project. Do you this or the Corday joint?
I think it's unfair. It's unfair to compare the two. Corday is a whiz kid in the best building. Corday is a whiz kid in the best building. Saba didn't go to college. You know, so didn't go to college. He's thugging it out, and so I respect them for two different things. If I had to choose, I need more time to live with the Saba album, because I can tell it's going to be music that I would enjoy a lot in a more chill setting.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll certainly pick my favorites from the playlist. I listed some of my highlights. Still is dope. Come My Way is dope. If I Had a Dollar and One Way are my favorites, and an interlude called Circus. Those are my joints. I give it a 3 or a 3.5 out of 5.
3.5. My brother Miles puts it. Obviously, Survivor's Guilt is a pretty dope track. Still featuring Smino and Black was cool. A Simpler Time with Mariba, I really enjoyed that. Soldier was also pretty cool. Again, you cannot call Saba's music bad music. So this is not a bad album. I'd love to see how I keep growing with it. I'll definitely come back to it. I'm sure there's a few extra joints that I can pick off of there. But my brother and I giving it 3.5 out of 5 mics. Yeah.
that Ziploc still slaps though.
Yep.
Yeah. I get that. But is we live though? Is we like all the way live though? You heard?